this is my last and final installment, not my last video of the year, but my last installment of what's in my 2023 lineup. So this is the coaxial setup with my Y6 coaxial setup. I saw on a few other YouTube channels that coaxial configurations are becoming a hot topic as far as efficiency and torque capabilities. But mine's a little bit different. Maybe you might have seen some guys out there with their setups in a similar way. Let me know. But I feel like this is a bit unique as far as the propeller setup. Now, the thing with this propeller setup is that, from my understanding, why you have two blade propellers on the bottom is because you're going to have, you don't want to create too much torque on the bottom side of the drone. That's what I believe. When you have so much torque on the top, you're going to need more airflow from the bottom, and that is why I have two blade propellers on the bottom and three blade propellers on the top. It's a rather common thing that people do. They do it on military aircraft when they put a larger propeller in the front, or a higher lift propeller in the front, and a lower pitch in the front, or bigger pitch in the front, or lower pitch in the back, or vice versa, to handle certain issues. But in my situation, I would like to handle the turbulence coming from this propeller a lot easier. And the way that I found that to be easier is by having a two blade propeller, so that the airflow remains consistent. I hope you guys understand that, and that's just from my understanding and experience over the years, but many other people may have some additions. As far as this setup, you guys know that I'm using the TBS GPS is not uncommon, well-known GPS puck, and the reason why I'm using it is because it's compatible with my TBS telemetry systems. I'm using the 868 band. One of the other final additions to my 2023 lineup is my radio system. So each of my radios are using the TBS Crossfire. As you can see, I'm using the very infamous Radio Master Zorro. I find this transmitter to be my daily transmitter. But when I really want to add more, when I want to have more battery power, more capabilities, or just show off a little bit, I guess, and then I bring out the TX16S, and that's pretty much a straightforward approach. For my 5-inch, I'm using the same DJI VTX system for all of my other drones. I haven't updated yet to the newest VTX system, so I go under the old saying, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. So as you can see, I still have the 1700 kV Zing motors. These motors were introduced long ago, but they haven't given me any problem, and I banged this drone up. So also, this frame right here is not the space gray carbon frame. This is actually the space gray carbon frame, but I haven't switched the digital system over to the space gray carbon frame, and that's the frame that I actually use more than normal. The thing is that there's a lifetime warranty on this frame. If you were lucky enough to buy the Armaton Marmot back when it first came out, I don't know which year that was. I think it was either 2018 or 17, but when this drone came out, it was, and it still is, my go-to drone for flying every day. So very nice drone, very stable drone, very cinematic drone, and I'll be including some videos of that as you probably already seen here. Okay, as far as propellers, I wanted to be clear on that. I'm using a van flow. I have so many of these propellers just still sitting around that I didn't need to buy any other propellers unless they really like reinvented the propeller. And I've seen some pretty interesting propeller designs, but they were not practical for what I wanted to do. The other propeller that I'm using is the Azure Power. They are another, I think these are 5-inch propellers. Yeah, they are another 5-inch propeller, and with these propellers, I feel that they are experimental. I don't use them on my freestyle setup. They're more or less experimental, so yeah.